Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Riding with Scab. A rendition where I'm riding behind two assholes and felt like I should turn on my camera and make a knife video because that's what we do. How you doing today, Scabber? Well, son, I'm above the grass, look like $1 million. Got these sunglasses on. Now, let me say this. Jimbo, my guy Jimbo, got me a pair. Oh, that dude is coming right up on my ass. I'm getting back over. Jimbo got me a pair, or gave me a pair of Oakleys that I love. I've wore them all damn day. I got up this morning, went to the shop, met up with the owner. We shot up to Georgia. We Smokey and banded it. I was the bandit. Thank the Lord we hit the Georgia line and didn't have to worry about any Smokies. But we went up to Georgia, went back to the shop. I unloaded back everything into my car, put the Oakleys in my car, thinking I'm going home, and the asshole sent me back up to Atlanta. That's where we're going. That's what we're doing. I said all that to say I got my gas station glasses on. Now, I love sunglasses. God knows I do. But like Jimbo got me them Oakleys, man, they're nice as shit. Keith Carpenter got me some Lokes. I love my Lokes. But listen, old Scabber, I love pugs. I love gas stations. It's because I got a big head. Now, anytime I say something, oh, Scab, you ain't seen a big head. My cousin Leon's got, I don't give a shit. Not everything's a damn comparison. I got a big head. I wear these big sunglasses. That's why this hat always looks small on me. All that being said, I wanted to do a Riding with Scab while I'm going to Atlanta. I want to show y'all a couple things. One, I'm going to Atlanta, about a 9-hour round trip for that one stinking rail. And that little bit of crap in the floorboard there, I know you couldn't see it. That's why I'm going to Atlanta. And of course, it goes behind the damn sun goes behind the clouds. I was going to show you. Now, one asshole got over. Praise the Lord for that. If the sun pops back out, I'll show y'all. It's a beautiful sunset. Listen, I want to talk to y'all about a couple things. What I'm going to do now, and I'm going to need everybody, all those that are just faint of heart, to just put on your big boy pants, because I'm going to tell my causes. I'm going to show you a knife or two, and everything is going to be okay. All right, everything's going to be all right. I know you think it's not, but it is. Let's delve into the causes. Guys, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. The real numbers that are out there are anywhere between 15 and 29. Staggering and ridiculous. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, all that means, man, so we love you. You have a place here. We back to blue over here. We support Leo. Good Lord, it wears people out. Now listen to me. It's not easy to do that in this day and age. But here's what I want you to hear. Not all cops are good, but not all cops are bad. My kid's going to be a cop. He feels like he can make a difference. I know all the cliches. I know all that. That's my son. I'm going to support him. I'm going to love him. How do you do it, Scab? Well, I don't break the damn law. Now listen. Are there some stupid laws? Yup. Have I broken a stupid law? I broke some good ones. What I mean when I say that, guys, is this. I don't mean I'm perfect. I'm not trying to be. What I'm saying is I'm doing my best to uphold the law. I fall, I fail, I screw up. When I do, I take responsibility. Now listen, because this part's big in the video. If you are an addict, never quit quitting. I'm bringing that up. Over this past month, man, I've been in just a shit mood. About 4 weeks ago, I ran out of my losartan, my blood pressure meds. Now, to get refills, I have to go to the doctor, because I'd gotten to a point with my scripts where I had to see the doctor before I re-upped. I don't have to do that every time. This is one of the times I did, between work, trying to get all that. Well, anyway, I was without my losartan for 3 or 4 weeks. Guys, I'm a different human being when I don't take my blood pressure meds, right? So, and I apologize. I know I've come off a little sharper over the past month, a little more edgy. I haven't really responded to comments because when my blood pressure goes out of control, I'm just a different person. What does that have to do with being an addict? Guys, I wouldn't have high blood pressure if I wasn't overweight, if I didn't do all the cocaine and pills and everything else I could find when I was, well, a few years ago, and if I took better care of myself. There's a lot of y'all out there that are just like me, that are addicts. You fight it every day. And I want y'all to hear a couple things from old Scab. I don't get up here and say that shit to be cool. I don't get up here and say that to say, look at me. Every day of my life is a struggle. Not to go get me a ball, do a couple gaggers, and just step over that line. I don't, because I love my life, I love my wife, I love my kid, I love my I love everybody. But the fight's real. It's real, dude. It don't always have to be super serial and super emotional and super, but that fight's real. So if you are an addict, man, hang in there, man. I know what it is to get the shakes. I know what it is to get the bubble guts. I know what it is to not sleep for 2 or 3 days. I know what it is to lose a job over it. I know all that shit. I'm not a motivational, inspirational speaker. You say you got that right, but I'm here to tell you, stay in the fight. There's a lot of like-minded people that watch this channel. Let me tell you something. I love knives. I love the outdoors. That's why I picked this channel. That's why I picked this genre. But don't ever think for 1 second. Don't ever think for 1 second that you guys who struggle with drugs and addiction aren't on my mind. I'm dead serious, man. Listen, let's jump into the video. Now, I got my meds fixed. I've started back my fasting, my dieting. I've started a couple things that I've just written down that are my goals, that are personal goals that I'm going to do to turn this ship around. That being said, guys, listen. I mentioned earlier I was going to Georgia. Well, I'm in Georgia. I got to run up near Atlanta. This eye's floating bad. Just deal with me. I didn't want to do this particular video. Didn't want to do a riding with Scab. I wanted to do this video, the Hollow King. Now, I'm not going to pull it out. I have a short of the Hollow King that I will put in I don't know if they'll let you put it. I can put it in the description. I don't know if you can pin it anymore. But here's the thing, and here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I want you to do. I'll put the short in the description so you can get a good look at it. I'm going to do all my prerequisites with it tomorrow. I'm going to cut paper. I'm going to do a couple other things. Then I'm taking it with me this weekend to Blackie's. I'm leaving early Friday morning. I'm getting up. I'll be back Sunday night late. When I'm in South Alabama, guys, I have little to no service. And when I do have the service, I'll be checking in with Megatron. Not saying that to be mean, not saying that to be ugly. I'm just checking out for 2 or 3 days. But I'm going to take that Hollow King. See, Blackie's a huge Kukri fan. Take kind of a funny story where I felt like a horse's ass. I can't remember. I think it was Clint Robinson. I'm losing his name, and my guy, I apologize. The guy had sent me a custom, tracker knife. And I'm like, I want to show it off because it was a badass knife. It was called the Spartan, I believe. So I go flipping around channels trying to find any info on the tracker. Now, I don't do a lot of research. Y'all know that. I want to get my thoughts, my feel. But on that tracker, I was like, I don't need to know all the history, all the nuance, but I'd like to know I didn't want to leave a part out. You know, when you get knives like that, and there are a lot of knives. You look at W.C. William Collins. You look at his knife, a lot of different edges on them. Carnivore, a lot of different edges. So the tracker's got different edges, and I thought, I don't want to leave an important part out. Well, I come across this old boy with a hat on, one of them kind of fedora hats, standing out in the woods, kind of cocked to the side. I said, look at this guy here. I bet he's something else. Well, it's Blackie. I'm just being honest with you, being dead serious with you. So I turned the video on, and he started talking. Well, he sounds like I do, right? And he sounds like I grew up in South Georgia. He sounds like a bunch of them old boys' dads I grew up with. So before I know it, I'd watch that video 4, if not 5 times on that tracker. And then I just went down the whole rabbit hole of Blackie Thomas's channel. Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you. There's a couple things I can't really reveal right now, but Blackie is the real deal. He's legit, and he's well known. And he's better known than a lot of y'all think. What does that mean? It means he's knowledgeable, hell of a teacher. I'm going to tell you something. He's also one of the most humble, kindest human beings you'll ever meet in your life. I don't know where we were going. Oh, I'm going to take that Kukri so he can check it out. I think that'll be a good video. So here's the plan, guys. I'm going to just tell you the plan while we're driving, and I'm going to wrap it up. I know this ain't a crazy all over the place driving with Scab. Nobody's been an asshole thus far. Well, people up front, but it is what it is. Anyway, this is also the third or fourth time I've shot this damn video. My plan is this, guys. I'm going to continue the countdown with the shorts. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm putting out a short, as many shorts as I can. If you see a short with a number on it, I'm counting the knives in my collection. I'm counting, well, back up. I'm anything bladed. It can be a spear, it can be a sword, it can be a machete, it can be an axe, it can be a hatchet, it can be a tomahawk, it can be throwing knives. If you can put an edge on that sumbitch, we're going to show it. After that, I may do like one video on my melee stuff, but I want to see how, and I'll be honest with y'all, I don't think my collection's near as big as I thought it was. That's not a bad thing. Trust me, that's not a bad thing. But if you see, I think I'm up to number 74, something like that. There's going to be some doubles in there, some duplicates, because I have two of certain things. But if you see one where I just screwed up and got it marked twice, let me know, because I want this, get out of the way. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it to get out of the way. But I want this to be an accurate count of my shit, right? And I want it's really brought up a lot of, it's brought the passion back, it's brought the fire back, because it's different stuff. Let me say this. I love Work Tough Gear. There will be a Work Tough Gear Wednesday till I'm dead. I think it's probably one of the coolest things on this planet that I started and had a hand in Work Tough Gear Wednesday. I love Work Tough Gear, and y'all have heard the reasons, but I want you to listen to me. I don't make one single solitary dime off Work Tough Gear. Not a dime. Not one. They send me knives to review, yes. Do I keep them? Yes. We're putting those knives right back out into circulation, into a hard use pass around group that I'm working on now. I've sent some to Mr. Pete. He sent them back, got to send him more. I've sent some to Shane Gables, waiting on him to get those done. No rush at all. There's no rush there. When Shane gets them back, I'll start the pass around group. I don't make a dime. Not one. I have no vested interest other than this. Loyalty. The one thing on this planet that matters to me above just about anything on this earth is loyalty. They took a chance on me long before we had 63,000. They stuck with me, and they treat me like family. I'm loyal to Work Tough Gear, but I don't make any money on it. I am an ambassador for Rosecraft. I love those people. I love Andy, I love Swags, I love Chase and Hawkins and the whole team. I don't make any money off them. Ain't trying to. Matter of fact, there are a couple of companies that I have associates links that I can make money off of after a certain period. I'm probably giving those up in December. I make money on AdSense, not a whole lot at all. I have my Patreon and YouTube members. Now, you don't hear a lot about that because I haven't been able to consistently, weekly put out a Patreon video. This weekend, by the way, there will be several Patreon videos. I owe you guys that. But the thing is, guys, with my Patreon and my YouTube members, the people that are there, I want you to be there because you want to be there. That's it. Because you enjoy it. That's it. And I appreciate so much the support and the love. And listen to me. I love all y'all. Nobody ever has to say, well, Scab, I can't afford it. I can't. You don't have to say it. It's not necessary. Man, I love you. Y'all know how I am. That's why I don't mention a whole lot. Why am I mentioning this? Just want to be able to up and up, man. Straight up. I don't get paid to do reviews, and I would never accept money to do a review. Never, ever. Right? Because there's no way that you can be that you can be fair and unbiased and get paid to do a review. I don't do that. And listen, don't read too much in it. I'm not saying anybody else does. I'm just answering some stuff I've seen and heard. Do I want to make this work? Yes. But I don't want to make it work on the back of my Patreon and choir members. If anything, we're going to work towards a goal. Now, you say, Scab, I've had people say, I do it for the love of knives. Well, I do too. I love knives too. But when you got to ship shit out every week and you got to pay, all this shit y'all see me cut up and everything I do, there's money involved. I don't mind paying for it. I got a decent job. But the thing is this, if I can bring in some side cash, I ain't going to apologize for shit. I bust my ass on this channel. I put in 30 to 40 hours a week on this channel. I put out more content than, I promise you, for somebody who I'll have, it's Wednesday, I'll already have 36, 37 hours on Wednesday, 38 maybe. For the amount, nobody puts out the amount of content that I do and works the same hours that I do. Nobody. I don't do it for money. I do it because I love it. I do it because it's in my heart. I do it because I'm passionate. I love knives. I love all knives. I love my kitsune that you can't see. It's getting dark. We'll wrap it up. I do this because I love it. And I love it because every last one of you that support this damn channel makes it worth doing. I've met a ton of you. You're all that I've met, that everybody I've met has been first rate. The encouragement that I get, the words of encouragement, dude, you guys make this shit go. And I am forever appreciative for you. Listen, it's getting dark. I just wanted to share my heart with you. I love you. I'm Scab. You're not. Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gone, son.